All right, so the new pride and joy this year is the Aurora X4. What makes the X4 so special?
The fact that it is no longer the X3. Why do we ever make new products? It's because, well, we've been making processors a long time now. And as you evolve, ideas evolve, new ideas come into play. Technology affords you the possibility of doing bigger and grander things. And so the processors incrementally get better and better and better. And every now and again you come across a feature or a possibility or an affordance which really makes doing a new processor seem like a really good idea. And that's where the X4 came from. There are several things in there which are an improvement over, not only our earlier products, but those of our competitors. And I could run you through a couple of them if you like.
Absolutely.
Well, the most important thing, well, it's maybe not the most important thing, but it's a fundamental thing, is that it's now a phase linear device. I'm not sure that there are other phase linear processors on the market. There may be not. But this is phase linear. And why is that important?
Why is it important?
Why is it important?
Why is it important?
Well, the filter sets that it affords are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The filters in the crossovers in any conventional processor tend to be a bit of a jumbled mess as far as phase relationships are concerned. But what this affords you is it allows nearly perfect filters. So that's one aspect. Second aspect is we live in a world where a lot of program material which is delivered to us is already clipped.
Indeed.
Okay?
Indeed.
How do you deal with that? Well, you can either declip it or do what we do, which means that we start off with clipped material coming in, which has got really hard transfer function at the top, which is represented spectrally by lots of harmonic products spreading out up into, and they're audible, badly audible. So what we do is we carry that square top of the program material linearly through the entire system, so that we get to the back end of the processor where the FM air chain clipper is, and we use our far superior clipper technology than they use in the recording studio to subsume their clipping. Mm-hmm. We remove it with our own, which we know to be far more benign than they used. There are several other features in there which have evolved from earlier work, and seriously advanced FM clippers. What I can describe this as, just listening to it, is it's more forward. It's not loudness for loudness sake. It just brings the entire sound stage forward.
You've been working, I assume, on new presets for it all along?
Indeed, yes. That's Mike and Jeff's work mostly. They take what I've created and they poke it and prod it to make it do the best that it possibly can, and the results have been rather special.
The other new addition this year, sort of an evolution, is the FM55E. Let's talk about where this fits into the range for people who are looking for a lot of punch for not quite as much money as a top-of-the-line processor.
Well, it's always been responsible for that, is for such a simple, straightforward product, which again was the result of a lot of evolution leading up to it. It's quite a dangerous little processor. People use it in major markets and get away with it quite handily. Coming along the same thought processes behind the X4, we thought, well, okay, we can add some of this into the FM55. It itself, too, is going to be a linear phase processor. That's a big one in its own right. We're beefing up the base processing in it. Initially, because we thought it was just going to be a low-level box, wasn't very much in the way of base processing in there. But what there was surprisingly good, and we upgraded that and put it in the AM55 in the AM box, where it was felt that enhanced base processing was really more necessary.
Sure.
And we've got to the point of, let's put it in the FM box. And there are various other additions and evolutionary things. And the nice part is, It's only software, it's only typing, so it doesn't mean you have to buy a new box.
So if I have a 55 sitting in my rack,
it can become a 55E just with
do you
just
ship me
with
the
an
letter E
upgrade.
to put on there too?
No, we'll send you a crayon.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.